baseball. We're getting you out there.
Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Friday, May 31st, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $, ORION-NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some Friday night baseball on Apple TV+. The Los Angeles Angels versus the Seattle Mariners. Let's cue the thumb. Take a look at the starting lineups, and first pitch will be here in about 10 minutes. Let's get it. And on the thumb, on the left, we got Taylor Ward and Julio Rodriguez. Let's get into the starting lineup here first for the Los Angeles Angels. Leading off for the Angels at first base, Nolan Chanel. Batting second, playing second base for LA, Luis Rengifo. Batting third, playing left field, Mr. Everything, Taylor Ward. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, DHing tonight for the Angels, Willie Calhoun. Batting fifth, playing right field tonight, Kevin Pillar. Batting sixth, playing catcher tonight, Logan O'Hoppe. Batting seventh, playing shortstop for LA, Zach Neto. Batting eighth, playing center field for the Angels, Mickey Moniak. And batting ninth, playing third base, Luis Guillorme. And on the mound for the Angels, Jose Soriano. Now, Soriano's got a 2-5 record with an ERA of 3.61. Now, let's get into the starting lineup for your Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners, playing shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, playing third base, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Batting third, playing center field, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Tridents up. Batting fourth, batting cleanup, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting fifth, playing right field for Seattle, Dominic Canzone. Batting sixth, playing first base for the Mariners, Ty France. Batting seventh, DHing tonight for the Mariners, Mitch Haniger. Batting eighth, playing left field, Luke Raley. And batting ninth, playing second base for the Mariners, it's Demo Dylan Moore. And on the mound for the Mariners in the 5 spot with a 2-0 record and a 1.66 ERA, the best pitcher on the Mariners staff today besides Logan Gilbert, Brian. Woo! Let's go, baby. I am ready. Let's get it, Brian. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday, and hopefully the Mariners can find a way to win this matchup on Apple TV+. Let's go, baby. And like I go over on every stream multiple times, make sure you are taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety are things that a lot of us are going through on the daily basis or got, through that in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping into the darkness a little bit, make some changes to your routine and make them a little bit more positive. Exercise a little bit more, eat a little bit better, listen to music, spend time with your friends and pets. You'd be really surprised if you make minor adjustments to your daily routine. It can help you win the day. Let's go, Mariners. First pitch will be here in roughly 4 minutes.
Satellite free direct TV.
And the goal on every stream, 20 plus likes, 100 on the donos. Let's get it, baby. And let's go over the pitching matchups. Like I mentioned, something to kind of keep an eye on. So with Jose Soriano, used to be a closer, now one of the starters, 2-5 record, 3.61 ERA with a whip of 1.18, 52.1 innings pitched, 39 hits, 51 Ks, 23 walks, and he's given up 5 homers. Jose Soriano. And then let's get into Bryan Woo. Bryan Woo, 2-0 record, 1.66 ERA, leading the team with a whip of .60, 21.2 innings pitched, 11 hits, 16 Ks, only 2 walks, and has only given up 1 home run so far in 2024. And, like I said, we got Luis Castillo, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Logan Gilbert, and Bryan Woo. But as of today, Bryan Woo is the most reliable pitcher on the squad besides Logan Gilbert. Logan Gilbert, kind of hit or miss. Luis Castillo, George Kirby, Bryce Miller are kind of hit or miss. And also, we're not really seeing the ball very well, and we're one of the bottom 10 teams in hitting. And we've struck out more than any team in 2024 in like the last 100 years. So considering all that, we're 31-27, and we're first place in the American League West. So if you can just imagine, if the Mariners can figure out these strikeout problems that we're having, we ended up firing one of our assistants today. I don't think that was the problem, but that's what they decided to put the blame on. But if we can just find a way to be a top 15 hitting team, we don't even need to be top 5 or top 10. But if we can be somewhere between 14 or 15, 16, instead of being in the bottom 10, and then the pitching can get slightly better, we can start hitting 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits on a daily basis. This team could end up being one of the number 1 or number 2 teams in baseball, not just in the American League, but overall. So I'm definitely excited to see where this team will go. And I know how good the Yankees are. I know how good the Orioles are. I know how good the Rangers are. But I feel the Mariners are going to be right there with those 3 other teams. And then on the National League side, we got the Braves, we got the Dodgers, we got the Phillies. And then obviously you're going to have a battle in the Central with the Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago Cubs, and possibly a few other teams that go up and down in the standings. Let's go, baby. I am ready. Apple TV Plus exclusive matchup here tonight. Let's get it. Megan in the building with a $5. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Happy Migraine Awareness Month to all. Pouring rain, freezing cold, top of the heater, writing email templates. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through and showing some love. If you could do me a solid and like the post on Twitter and then end up liking and retweeting the actual live stream like you did yesterday, I would greatly appreciate it since Matt is on vacation. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang, $5 holla, 95 to go. Let me know what you want to do for photos. Okay, thank you so much. I haven't got a chance to look at the phone, but thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And if you could do me a solid and right below the live stream, the actual post, if you could hit a like on that one for me as well, I'd greatly appreciate that. And let's try to get to 20 likes. And then if we're, grooving and moving, we might be able to hit 30, 40, 50. We've actually been kind of turning the corner as of late. We've been hitting 30, 40, 50 likes on the last few streams. So that's always nice to see. More, obviously, people in the algorithm, more recommendations. And again, if you have a Twitter /X, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the live stream. Let's go. No problem. I got you. Hey, whether Matt's here or not here, you're going to get plenty of Stefan. All right, leading off for the Angels, Nolan Chanel. Let's go, Brian. Let's go. First pitch strike right down the middle for Brian Wu. 0-1 count. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Brian. Popped up. Should be a routine play for the Mariners and J.P. Crawford. Luke Raley running it in. One away. There we go. Next up for the Angels, second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Oh, nice. I think I saw a preview for that on my socials, but I haven't watched it. Was it good? Sounds like it was good. Especially if that was part of your, childhood or your upbringing, if you are familiar, obviously with Jim Henson and the Muppets and all the things and projects that he worked on for many, many years. Yeah, I was thinking about watching it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it just yet. So definitely tugged on the heartstrings, it sounds like. Top of the first, 0-0 Angels and Mariners. Wu, pitch right down the middle, fouled back. Behind in the count, 0-2.
Somewhat of a breakout season last year, but he has fallen all the way back so far this season, hitting just 175. Wu throws a lot of strikes, 0-2. Moniak has been doing a whole lot of this, popping the ball up. This one behind home plate. Will reach the seats.
Pop foul. Nice catch.
Sons of Griffey right there. Nice little catch to start the ball game. I told you.
Oh, looks like they ended up switching up the batting order right before the game. So I have to make a little bit of adjustments here. Did not notice that they did that, but that must have been very, very late when they made that change. Mickey Moniak in the box. And let's see what happened. What happened? 1, 2, let me see here. Oh, so Nolan actually got scratched late of the game. Okay. That makes sense. I was wondering what was going on there. And Rengifo led off. Popped up by Moniak. 2 away. It's going to take me a minute here to get readjusted. The whole starting lineup is turned upside down. Next up for the Angels, left fielder Taylor Ward.
High school numbers there, a 0.7 ERA. How many home runs you hit that year?
I got my foot down on the 52 offensively. I had 15, in 29 games. Who's counting?
Pitch right down into the zone for a strike. 0-1 count.
They like to knock me down, but again, it was great baseball in the Bay Area still to this day. So, nevertheless, really proud of him. I've always heard about Wu coming up, and he went to Alameda High School, which is Cincinnati's rival, but they said
Wu is feeling it. Behind in the count, 0-2 for Taylor Ward.
Wasn't a real sought-out guy in college, and then all of a sudden started to make his way to pro ball, and now you see him in the big leagues.
He's ahead of Taylor Ward. No balls and 2 strikes after retiring the first 2 hitters here in the first.
0-2 pitch. Got him. Nice K for Brian Wu. There we go, baby. Yes, sir. We like that. Brian. Woo! Let's go, baby. Keep it moving. 1 inning pitch, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 1 K for Brian Wu. Let's go. All right, now I'm going to get adjusted here. with the rest of this Angel lineup that got reconfigured about a couple minutes before the start of the matchup. I got confused there early on because I was saying, why aren't these individuals in the order that they posted online? But I mean, double check to see position wise as well to make sure no one else is moved out. I think I just have to relocate one individual hitter. And then I got to move Nito to the 8 hole. Still playing shortstop. Guillorme, moving him to, he's still sitting in the 9. And then I got to get one more individual. Give me one sec. Good thing I caught that early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's the BetMGM offer of the week. Get up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't. For all the games, all season long.
All right, let me go through it real quick and one more time. Make sure I got it all synced up correctly. All right, we got Rengifo at second. We got Moniak at center field. Taylor Ward at left field. We got Willie Calhoun. He's going to be playing first base from DH. All right, Pilar at right field. Ohapi at catcher. Tyus at DH. Nito at shortstop. And Guillorme at third base. Okay, we're all good to go now. All right, leading off for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, third baseman Hollywood Josh Rojas. And batting third, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Go, J.P. Oh, J.P. All the way back to the wall. Here we go. Go, go, go. Stand-up double for J.P. Crawford. I got some photos that I'll have queued up for you here in just a second. There we go. Bring that electricity, JP, baby. Let's go. Stand-up double, bouncing it off the wall. We love that. Nice job, JP. Next up, Hollywood Josh Rojas. Let's go, Hollywood. Oh, he crushes that. Nice. There we go. Back-to-back hits to start off the game. Runners on the corners. I like that. I wasn't anticipating that. Let's go. Nice job, Hollywood. Bring that electricity. This is one of the first times I've seen both individuals get on base back-to-back. To start off a game. Very unusual. Let's see if Julio can make it 3 for 3 and we can end up getting a 1 or 2-0 lead early on. Let's go. Got a couple photos I'm going to get prepped here for you as well. Thank you for the like and the share. Smash that like button. Like, donate, comment, and share with your boy. And hopefully we can get to 10 likes within the first hour, and then we'll pick up the other 10 within the last hour and a half. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We got about half of the people watching out of the 30 on the YouTube side, and then the other half on the Twitter/X side. Bottom of the first, 0-0, Angels and Mariners. Julio in the box, ahead of the count, 2-0. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. 3-0 count on Jose Soriano. Let's go, Julio. There we go. Pitches outside, and it's a walk. Wow, this is crazy. JP with a double off the wall. Rojas with a single. Julio with a walk. That's a great fucking start. Bases loaded with no outs. Let's go. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let me squeeze a couple of these in for you, Megan. Appreciate you very, very much. We're at 5:95 to go. And I'll get you a few more once we get situated. Let's go, baby. One of my favorite players on the team, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Pitch is outside, but called a strike, 0-1 count. Chopped into the dirt. Foul. Behind in the count 0-2. Bottom of the first. 0-0 Angels and Mariners. Nice. Old school collectible. Sounds like one of the old school G.I. Joes that I got from my dad's mom, my grandma, who's passed away. Rest in peace. But I got one of the original G.I. Joes from way back in the day. Still in pretty good condition as part of my collection as well from like the 50s and 60s. 0-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-2 count with the bases loaded. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Smash that like button on the YouTube side. And if you are watching on Twitter/X, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the stream. It'll get us more people here in the room. 1-2 pitch from Soriano to Cal Raleigh. Outside, 2-2 count. Cal, all the way back to the warning track, should be able to get a run based on the sacrifice fly. Here comes JP, 1-0 Mariners. Let's go. Yes, sir. Great start. Nice job. Way to go. Next up, right fielder, Dominic Canzone. Let's go, Dirty Dom. Reflect in the building. What's good? Let's go, M's. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack, bang, bang. You know, and when the Mariners have a lead, you know, in the 7th inning, we're 22-0. So when we have the lead, we don't give up leads at that point. And even though we're the #1 strikeout team in the last century, you know, out of all the teams, it shows you that we have so much room to grow. We ended up firing one of our bench coaches. That's not the reason why we're striking out so much. But again, someone has to take the fall, I guess. But again, a good start. JP with a double, you know, off the wall, right? So that's a good start. Rojas with a bloop single. Julio with a walk. Cal Raleigh with the sacrifice fly. And we're still sitting at 1-0 in the bottom of the first with runners at first and second with 1 out. There's a really good chance that we might be able to get 2 runs this inning. Canzone, flied out, 2 away. Next time, Dom. Next up, first baseman, Ty France. Appreciate you, Reflect. $5 holla. Let me know what you want to do for photos. And when we go into break, and I got you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little cactus jack, bang, bang. We're at 10. 90 to go. Let's go, baby. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. First pitch. Back, back, back. Oh, he dropped it. Yes. Woo, yeah. There we go. 3-0 Mariners. Way to be, Ty France. I don't know if that's going to be an error or not. He had it close into his mitt, and then he dropped it when he got his back against the wall, but we'll take that. Fantastic start, and anytime we start off early with hits and runs, we have a very favorable schedule the rest of the way, right? From here on out until October. Way to be, Ty France. Hell yeah. Nice job, Ty. Way to be electric, my boy. Yes, sir. Next up, DHing today, Mitch Haniga. Way to give Brian Wu that support, baby. Let's go. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And we've been getting better on that. We've been hitting 30, 40, and 50 on the likes. So that definitely is helping with getting more subs, getting more views, and getting more people to be able to be a part of the NWSF. So thank you. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Love you, and I appreciate you. Bottom of the first with 2 outs. Runner at second. Soriano getting roughed up early. I love it. And again, this isn't the same Angels team with, Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. So Ohtani obviously now on the Dodgers. Mike Trout injured, out pretty much for the year. So, this is going to be a team where we should be able to get close to sweeping this team. Again, if they end up winning 1 game and we win 2 out of 3, fine. But, there is going to be a strong case. As long as the pitching isn't terrible and the hitting isn't terrible, we might be able to sweep this team. But I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We got to take it 1 game at a time. There we go. Struck him out. End of the first inning, 3-0 Mariners. Let's throw up some photos here. And then reflect. If there's anything specific that you want to see, you let me know, and I got you. I got to make some room. There we go. All right, let's see who's up here for the Angels in the top of the second. And they made a lineup change just a few minutes before, so it got me all discombobulated, but I got it all corrected. And they had a late scratch right before the game started, and that's what kind of modified the lineup. All right, here we go. Batting in the 4-hole in the cleanup spot, first baseman Willie Calhoun. Batting second this inning, right fielder Kevin Pala. And batting third in the 6-hole, catcher Logan Ohapi. Let's go, Mariners. And on the mound for the Mariners, it's Brian. Woo! Let's go, baby. Hopefully we'll get close to getting 8, 9, 10 Ks a day. Him getting 5 or 6 is kind of, what we expect. But again, if he can get a couple extra, maybe we'll end up getting close to 8, 9, or 10, and I think that would be great for him. And Brian Wu, 2-0 record with a 1.66 ERA, the best pitcher on the Mariners as of today. Logan Gilbert, Bryce Miller, George Kirby, and Luis Castillo have been kind of hit or miss, either really, really good or really, really bad, nothing really in between. So hopefully we get a little bit more consistency out of the guys that we expected to do great, going into the season. And it's not like any of them are terrible, but things could be a little bit better with the pitching staff. But with all that being said, we're still 31-27. We're still first place in the American League West, and we're the #1 strikeout team, not only in the MLB, but we're one of the #1 strikeout teams in MLB history. In the last 100 years, we're ranked #1 right now. So hopefully we can lower that number of strikeouts so we're not in that statistical category later on in the year. Big swing and a miss behind in the count, 0-2. 3-0 Mariners. I saw that. I have been watching a little bit of OTAs as well. Sounds like he's getting some good rhythm and good chemistry with the QBs there. 0-2 pitch from Wu to Calhoun. And I just like the way that Wu delivers the baseball. When he's on the mound, there's kind of an aura and a vibe about him. He didn't really have that aura and vibe last year, but this year it seems a little different. Maybe knowing that the other 4 guys maybe are bigger names than him, but there's no pressure, to be like the number 1 guy in the rotation. But he pitches like he's the number 1 guy in the rotation, and that's what I love. Rayleigh running in. There we go, 1 away. Next up for the Angels, right fielder Kevin Pillar. No, nothing is weird. Nothing is weird. Like I said, a lot of times people that collect things, outsiders think we're weird. And like I said, everyone's got hobbies popped up. And if you got some kind of an emotional connection, obviously from watching the Jim Henson special and, you got some of that, collection. Yeah, no worries. I get it. Some people collect cars, some people collect shoes, and they're sneakerheads, and others are going to be like us that are going to collect toys and memorabilia. And, that's just how it goes. Nothing weird about it. Top of the second, 3-0 Mariners with 2 outs. Next up in the box, catcher Logan O'Hoppe. Got to watch out for him. Taylor Ward is the best player on the team this year, leading in pretty much every statistical category. But a guy that we want to make sure we keep an eye on is going to be Logan O'Hoppe. Pitches outside, 1-1 count. Yeah, she was saying it was a tearjerker. So, and I feel like I've been watching quite a few programs that have caused me to feel that way as well. So, like the Good Doctor finale, that one got me. But I've watched every episode from the very, very start. So, and if you have a connection with the cast and you're very loyal, and depending on what they are talking about and the music that's being played, yeah, I mean, it can definitely touch the heartstrings for sure. 1-2 pitch. Pitches outside, 2-2 count to Logan O'Hoppe. Air purifiers, huh? But we'll get some JSN and we'll get some collectibles up. Chop foul, 2-2 count. Yeah, way too soon. Lauren with the like, appreciate that. And if you got a Twitter/X, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the stream. And if you're on the YouTube side, smash the like button so that way we can get to 20+. It'll help us get more in the algorithm and the statistics, and it'll help us get more recommendations for the stream as well. And we need one more person to smash that like button and we'll be at 10. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We got 15 people on the YouTube side, 21 on the Twitter/X side, but they don't have a like button on their end. So I'm going to be relying on the people on the YouTube chat to make sure that we can get to those likes, unless we get people from the Twitter/X side to hop on over. They can't comment or like over there. So if you want to comment and like and interact, hop on over to the YouTube side. 2-2 pitch from Wu to O'Hoppe, fouls it down the first base line. Count remains 2-2. Great start here for the Mariners, getting runs early and often. 3-0 Seattle. Two count to O'Hoppe. Come on, Wu. Pitches outside on the corner, but they don't give him the strike three. 3-2 count. Three-two pitch from Wu to O'Hoppe. Got him! Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Brian. Woo! Let's go. Nice job, Brian. Another K for Brian Wu. 2 innings pitch, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 2 Ks. So he's pacing for 6, 1 per inning. And that's kind of what we, would assume on the minimum that he would get. But he's got potential, to get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That good. So nice job. Nice start for us. Not giving up a whole lot and producing really early. And if you're just tuning in, J.P. Crawford had a double off the wall. That ended up getting us the first batter on base. Rojas had a bloop single. Then we had guys on the corners on first and third. Julio walked, believe it or not. We had bases loaded. And then we had Cal Raleigh with the sac fly. J.P. scored, and that gave us that 1-0 lead. Then a few batters later, Ty France doubled to right. Rodriguez scored. Rojas scored. And now we're sitting at 3-0. All right, let's see if I can get a couple photos up here.
Existing weeds down to the root. It keeps working for up to 4 months, from the first days of spring to the 4th day of July. From summer beach day to pumpkin spice latte days. From sweltering day to sweater days. Roundup Dual Action.
Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday. The last day of May. Can you believe that? Crazy how time flies. A little JSN for your timeline. See if I can squeeze in one more real quick, and then we'll get Megan's on the next commercial break. Nice action shot against the Niners. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Reflect. All right, let's go to the bottom of the second inning. Leading off for the Mariners with a 3-0 lead. Left fielder, Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. That's why I didn't put it up on the screen too fast there. I know that obviously that highlighter green sometimes will affect things, so I only wanted to put it up there briefly. I gotcha. Let's go, Luke. Behind in the count, 0-2. Soriano, 0-2 pitch. Check swing, 1-2 count. Come on, Luke. Oh, I figured having it on the screen for 3 seconds wasn't going to give you a migraine. Now, if I had it up there for a half hour, then maybe it would. But there we go. Nice little error by the Angels. But I figured if it was just a quick bing bong, quick photo, it would be all right. So. But I won't have any more of those green photos. I normally never show a lot of the green, for you. And, a lot of times they don't really look as good, photo-wise. But we'll make sure we don't throw up any more of those greens. We don't want you to get a migraine. Next up in the box, second baseman, it's Demo Dylan Moore. Yeah, I won't put it up anymore. Like I said, don't worry. It's very rare that, even if you're not at the stream, that I even throw up the photos of them in that green uniform. So. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Seattle. Runner at first. 1-1 pitch from Soriano to Demo. Big swing and a miss for Demo. Behind in the count, 1-2. Come on, Demo. Sorry about that. Bottom of the second, 2-2 count. 3-0 Mariners were the runner at first. So far, so good for Seattle. But again, we still got a ways to go. Demo pops it up. Pilar coming in. One away. Next up for the Mariners, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Let's go, JP. Bottom of the second, 0-1 count to J.P. Crawford. One away, runner at first. Come on, JP. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count. One 1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 2-1 count. Come on, JP. Pitch is outside. 3-1 count. Let's go, JP. Be patient in the box, baby. JP strikes out. Luke Raley steals second. There we go. Nice job, Luke. Five for 5 this season for stolen bags for Luke Raley. Good sign. Oh, Crawford is still full. I thought he struck out. 3-2 pitch. JP. Taylor Ward is there. There we go. 2 away. Raley still holds at second. Now we got Hollywood Josh Rojas. Pitch is low into the zone. 1-0 count. Let's go, Hollywood. Let's get your batting average above 300. 280, 3 home runs, 10 ribbies, and he's 1 for 1 with a single and a run so far tonight. 1-0 pitch. Should be a routine play. Taylor Ward's got it. End of the second inning, 3-0 Mariners. So if I throw up some Kermit stuff, is that going to mess your eyes up too? Or is it only the highlighter green color that messes it up? What about green in general? Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, you're giving me recommendations, and I don't want to injure yourself, and make things worse after throwing up the Seahawk Niner photo. So is it just that type of color green, or is it all green? I need clarification. Okay. So it's just like that highlighter green. It's like the brightness of it, right? Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to do a combo one that has actually like Jim Henson in it. That would be ideal. And I'm going through some of them, and some of them are kind of bright, so I'll stay away from those ones. And we'll try to go for ones that actually have him in it, like that one. That's cool. Yeah, I'll probably have to check it out at some point. Put it in my queue. All right, we're going to the top of the third, 3-0 Mariners. Theis, line drive. See if Julio can stop that. Nice single to center by Theis. Just got added to the lineup right before the game started. Next up for the Angels, shortstop Zach Neto. Yeah, how long do they typically last for you when you get them? I would assume longer than 1 hour. I would assume it's like 1 to 6 hours. That is, you let me know, maybe some of them last all day. I mean, I imagine the severity of some are going to be really, really tough to handle and manage. Yeah, hopefully it's something that, doesn't take over your whole day. But I assume that it's probably done that for you in the past, so. And then when you get them, is it every day for that time period? It's like every day around the same time, or if there's some kind of like trigger or whatnot, like you don't have your coffee and then it sparks up. That's tough. So you really got to be on your routine. You really got to understand your mind and your body and understand what's going to help, prevent them and whatnot, like with coffee and whatnot, if it helps. Neto, Dominic Canzone there in right field. Got it. One away. Next up for the Angels, third baseman, Luis Guillorme. Guillorme, line drive, throw to second base, go for the double play. Got it, baby. There we go.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
So far, so good for the Mariners. We're going to the bottom of the third inning, 3-0 Seattle. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 0 with a run and a base on ball. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up. Batting second, 0 for 0 with an RBI. Catcher, Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh. And batting third, 0 for 1, right fielder, Dominic Canzone. Let's go, Mariners. Nice. Congratulations. I mean, obviously it would have been great if we would have been able to get the dub there, but anytime you can go to the game and experience the food and the scenery and the camaraderie and the ambiance of being, at the ballpark, it's awesome. Well, I won't throw up any lime green Seattle Seahawk jersey photos ever again, and maybe they'll just move away from those jerseys altogether, so we won't even have to worry about that. So what happens when the Seahawks are wearing those green jerseys? Do you not watch? I was going to say, because if you force yourself to watch, then you're going to get a migraine, right? And luckily they haven't worn those jerseys that often, but what did you do when they were wearing those in the past? Did you just not watch the game? Throw to first, one away. You just listen. Well, luckily they don't wear those that often. Oh, Ken Griffey Jr. and Julio Rodriguez. Those guys are good. Next up, Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 0 with an RBI for Cal so far tonight. Pitches outside, 1-0 count from Soriano to Raleigh. See where we're at on the likes. Hopefully we're getting closer to 15. Where are we at? And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We got about 40 people total based off both platforms. All right, looks like we're at 12. We need 3 more to get to 15. 2 more to get to 15. We've got 19 people on the YouTube side, 20 on the Twitter/X side. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We need 7 more to hit the goal to get to 20. It'll help us out in the algorithm and the metrics. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Seattle, 2-1 count to Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh, with the sac fly to give us the initial 1-0 lead. Now, what would have happened if they were, all of a sudden, they wore those and you were there from Australia at the game? Would you have to leave? I mean, that's probably what would have to happen, right? Because if you stay, then you're not going to be able to enjoy it. You're going to get physically ill. Thank God they didn't wear them when you went. But it's not like they've worn that jersey that often. I mean, I'm only thinking like 1 or 2 times in the last few years. It's not like they've worn it, multiple, many times. So that's good for you. And I can only imagine. 3-2 pitch. Raleigh right up the middle. Throw to first. Got him. 2 away. Sunglasses and hope for the best. Next up, right fielder Dominic Canzone. Mariners to win Rookie of the Year. Man, lots of guys on that list. 5 Rookie of the Year winners from Seattle. Yeah, I like the wolf gray jerseys too, and the Mariners have like a wolf gray jersey that they don't really wear that often either. And I feel like Seattle sports should keep the gray. The gray is a part of the team for Mariners and for the Seahawks. And I get it if you don't want to wear it, that often, but they shouldn't just eliminate it. They should still have it in the rotation, just not as often, if that's what they're thinking. Instead of just getting rid of it altogether and not having it. But I guess we don't make the decision. So, but I'm hoping that, once they go back to the, old look of the jerseys, where, they're better quality, not the Fanatics, branding, and maybe we can get those back. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Seattle, 1-2 pitch to Soriano to Canzone. Yeah, 80s, 90s throwbacks for Seahawks are top tier. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. Come on, Dom. Two-two pitch. Canzone rips that one. Foul. Count remains 2-2. Got him. Nice perfect inning for Jose Soriano. We'll make sure we give him some love. All right, Soriano, 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 Ks. End of the third inning, 3-0 Seattle. Let's see who's up next for the Los Angeles Angels in the top of the fourth. Leading off for the Angels, 0 for 1, second baseman Luis Rengifo. Batting second, 0 for 1, center fielder Mickey Moniak. And batting third, 0 for 1 with a K, left fielder Taylor Ward. And tomorrow, this game is on Apple TV Plus. Tomorrow's game will be on Fox, and it'll be on around 4 o'clock. So I'll be obviously streaming that one as well. And then on Sunday, we have a rubber match that's early, I believe, at 1. So I'll be watching that as well as NASCAR Cup Series on Sunday. William in the building. What's good? Let's take a look at Brian Wu's stat line so far. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 2 Ks, averaging a K per inning, roughly. And let's see what we can get here. Didn't get one the last inning, but hopefully we can get a couple here in the 4th inning. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hot day today here in Oregon. It was only supposed to be in the mid upper 70s, and I think we broke 81, 82, which isn't like hot, but when you're not expecting it to be hot, when you think it's going to be like 60 or 70, and then the sun comes out, you're like, oh. And obviously 80 isn't too bad. Once it gets to like 85, 90, then it gets uncomfortable, but if it's in the low 80s, like 80, 81, 82, and you got a breeze, it's not too bad. Top of the 4th inning, 3-0 Mariners. In the box, Luis Rengifo takes a first pitch strike behind in the count 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch from Wu to Rengifo. Pitches high and outside. 1-1 count. Yes, I am. Well, we got the hat. We got the do-rag. We got the Julio jersey. We got the chain. So I think it's safe to say, yes, I am a Seattle Mariner fan since the mid-80s, around 85. More than likely, probably before you were born. 2-1 pitch. Chopped foul. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to get there. You know, we're one of the only teams in Major League Baseball that's never been to a World Series, but based on our pitching and the players that we have, I think there's a very high probability in the next 15 to 20 years that we'll make at least one World Series. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll make a couple, you know, in the next 15 to 20 years. I mean, ideally, I think if we could make 2 to 3 World Series in 20 years, I think that would be fantastic. But, you know, even if it only ends up being one, if we win it, then that's, you know, all that matters. You know, we want to be able to get there, but we want to win it all. We want to feel what it's like to be champion at least once. But we're a playoff team, and it seems like, you know, more times than not, we'll be in the running to be in the playoffs. And if we don't make the playoffs, we'll barely miss a wild card. But again, if we can start figuring out not how to strike out so much, if we can not be a bottom 10 hitting team and the pitching can be slightly better, you know, we can end up being one of the best teams in baseball, if not the best. You know, we have the players, you know, to be a top 15 hitting team. It's just a matter of, you know, getting the right patience in the box, you know, and just finding the right combination in the lineup, moving guys around. Like for me personally, I would rather have Julio in the 6 hole, because once we put him in the 6 hole, he started hitting really well. And again, I know he can bat 1, 2, or 3, but I feel if we put Julio in the 6 hole, less pressure on him, you know, to be able to come up with a big hit and a big home run. He'll play a little bit more loose, and I think it'll help the other guys around him, you know, lower in the lineup. Guys that are sitting in the 5, 7, 8, and 9 hole. But we'll see what happens, you know, as the year goes on. And if Julio struggles, don't be surprised if they move him down to that 6 hole spot. But I think that, you know, making him there as the everyday hitter in the 6 hole wouldn't, you know, I mean, some guys have egos and they don't want to be, you know, away from batting in the 1 hole, 2 hole, or 3 hole if they've done it their whole career. I get it. But if you've been struggling, sometimes an extra piece of motivation is moving you lower in the lineup and seeing if that'll motivate you, and, you know, and it'll help the guys around you. And we can always use some good hitting at the bottom of the lineup. Moniak chops that one foul. 2-1 count. We're in the top of the 4th, 3-0 Seattle. Baseball and dog. Appreciate that. Oh, you were born in 79. I was born in 82. Yeah, I met Ken Griffey Jr., so that was a nice thing. You know, kind of gave me that fandom. Met his dad in 1989 as well. So 2-2 pitch from Wu to Moniak. I mean, you never know on the channel, you know, with how old people are and whatnot, you know, but obviously with me wearing the do-rag and the hat, I mean, if it wasn't already clear that I'm a Mariner fan, for you to ask that question, most of the time people that say something like that are trolling. So that's why I figured that you were younger, because that's only what typically a young person would say. You know, it's kind of obvious I'm a Mariner fan, but again, good to have you on the channel. And yeah, I definitely got a chance to watch Griffey and Randy and Edgar and, you know, Olerud and Tino. And again, you know, it's been a long run. You know, we didn't have the playoff run for 20 plus years, and, you know, got there, you know, with Kirby and Cal and Julio in 2022 and broke that streak, thank God. And it just feels good. It feels like we're going in the right direction for the Seattle Mariner franchise. One pitch to Ward. Pitches inside, 2-1 count. Come on, Wu. 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Should be a routine play for the no-fly zone. Canzone is there. There we go. 3 up and 3 down, baby. Nice job, Wu. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Mariners in the bottom of the fourth, 1-for-1 with 2 RBIs. First baseman Ty France. Batting second, 0-for-1 with a K. DHing tonight for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. And batting third, 0-for-1 left fielder Luke Raley. Let's go. Judah in the building. What's good? Let's go, baby. But I'm happy that this moment happened because, you know, I would probably still be here if it didn't happen, but it definitely took my love for Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. and the Mariners to a whole nother level. And, you know, I can remember this day like it was yesterday. Super nice. His dad was super nice. You know, it was definitely a very memorable moment for me. Yeah, I probably do, you know, through the timeline, you know, through the Instagram, but I probably would have to scroll up, you know, forever to find it. How you doing, Judah? I watched your Red Sox beat the Tigers 7-3 on Apple TV while I was prepping for this particular stream. You guys look pretty good today. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning, 3-0 Seattle. If you're just tuning in the bottom of the first, Raleigh had a sacrifice fly to left. Crawford scored to give us a 1-0 lead. And then later in the inning, in the bottom of the first, France doubled to right. Julio and Rojas scored. And we're sitting right now, 3-0 Seattle. Nice base knock by Ty France. There we go. Nice job, Ty. Getting a nice little rhythm for Ty France. Nice little single to right. Next up for the Mariners, 0-for-1 with a K. DHing for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. Viva la France. Haniger chops one there into the dirt. Behind him, the count 0-1. And like I mentioned multiple times in the stream, make sure that you guys are taking care of your mental health, addiction, depression, anxiety. These are a lot of things that we go through on the daily, or we've gone through them in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping a little bit, make those minor adjustments to your daily routine to win the day. Listen to music, exercise, you know, maybe cut back on the fast food and the drinking. You'd be really surprised on the minor adjustments you can make to your daily routine. It can help you really turn your life around and win the day. Big facts. Also, spend a lot of time with your pets if you have them. Cats and dogs, kittens and pups. If there's anything that I've learned, you know, spending extra time with a pup, you know, or a kitten, you know, it can really turn your mental health around faster than almost anything else. Big facts. Love me some Paisley pup. Wild pitch. Hold on real quick. Luke Raley in the box. All right, I just got it there, Megan. One sec. Luke Raley batting .258, 4 homers, 12 ribbies with an OPS of .687 so far in 2024. has played much better than Jorge Polanco, who's on the injured list now, and Mitch Garver. But I did like Mitch Garver catching for the very first time in 2024. It looks like he might be better at it than Sebi Zavala. So depending on who we have in the lineup, we'll see down the road if we get him catching again. Back. Oh! No way! Mickey Moniak robbing the home run from Luke Raley. Wow. That was just like Luke Raley robbing a home run a couple days ago against the Houston Astros. Now he gets the same thing, karma right back to him. Wow, Mickey Moniak with the grab. Unbelievable. And that was going to be a homer. That was on right there on the upper part of wow, damn it. What a catch. Damn it, that would have been big for us. Demo, little chopper back to first. And that ends the inning. Wow, man. Mickey Moniak. Mickey Moniak is money. My goodness. All right, Mickey. I guess Mickey Moniak can rob home runs as well. All right. I didn't know that about you. Okay. Oh, here's Megan with the Marinamos Mall Race. Nice photo. See who's up next for the Angels. Hopefully that home run saving grab doesn't give the Angels any momentum. Next up for the Angels, 0 for 1 in the cleanup spot, first baseman Willie Calhoun. Batting second this inning, 0 for 1, right fielder in the 5-hole, Kevin Pillar. And batting third this inning in the 6-hole, 0 for 1 with a K, catcher Logan O'Hoppe. Yeah, awesome. It's always about creating memories, you know? It's like a lot of times, you know, we can go to these events and you know, for me, I'm always a type of person, you know, regardless of what it is, I always try to go out of my way to make sure to do, you know, photos. And I'm not going to do a bunch, you know, but I always make sure to make it a point because I want to make sure I have that memory. I can have the memory up here, but sometimes it's nice, you know, to be able to have a video or a photo that you can reflect on and go back on and be like, wow, remember when I did this? Or, oh, remember this trip? Or remember that game or that concert? So, absolutely. Top of the 5th, 3-0 Seattle. Let's go, baby. Beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest, baby. Little dribbler, throw to first, 1 away. Nice job, Brian. So far, so good. Brian Wu, 4 innings pitch, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 2 Ks. So we'll see if he ends up getting to 6. I'm not sure if he'll get to that number, but even if he only gets to 3 or 4, you know, we're at a 3-0 lead, so we don't really need him to have 10 Ks today to win. So. Pitch on the corner for a strike. 0-1 count. Aaron Judge homering left and right. What's new? He's great. Rojas, throw to France. There we go. 1 away. Now 2 away. Yankees and Dodgers next week. That'll be must-see TV. I definitely will be tuning in. Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge, and Juan Soto going against Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, and Mookie Betts. Yes, please. Next up for the Angels, catcher Logan O'Hoppe. 0 for 1 with a K for O'Hoppe.
Never heard of it. I don't even think you have to say what the meaning, you know. I said, what
Oh, that's a Empire Strikes Back, old school. Little dribbler, Woo regains his composure, doesn't have a wild throw. There we go, 3 up and 3 down. Brian Woo, I love ya. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Mariners. And I assume the Mariners are going to start pulling away from some of the other teams. I mean, I think Texas and Houston still will be, quote unquote close, but I think that we will be able to separate ourselves from, Texas and Houston, as well as some of the other teams in the American League. I feel that we'll be catching up, to some of the records that maybe the Yankees and the Orioles have. Obviously with the Guardians and the Royals and the Twins, I feel that we can have a better record than those teams. Really, the teams that we just have to catch up to are going to be like the Yankees and the O's, the Orioles. And if we keep playing these kind of lower end teams, because we had one of the toughest schedules up to this point, but now moving forward from here on out, we got the easiest schedule in Major League Baseball. So there's no excuse for the Mariners. As long as we do our job and win the games that we're supposed to, we should be able to win the division. If for whatever reason we have injuries and slip up, we can still get a wild card. But, based on how we've played, we should win the division. And we might even be able to separate ourselves, 5, 6, 7, 8 games over Texas even, as the season goes along, maybe even more. Who knows? We'll have to see if Texas ends up, hitting a drought and if Houston hits a wall. But I like our chances to kind of, progress, to be 3 games above 500, 5 games above 500. And I honestly think at some point we will be 10 games above 500, but it might take a little while in the proper series, to get to that point. But when you play like the Angels, the White Sox, I mean, these are teams that we could sweep, and like I said, when we're playing teams like the Yankees and the O's, or like the Rangers, then you're just like, okay, if we can win 2 out of 4 or 2 out of 3, that's fine. But when you're playing these bottom feeders, again, there is always a chance that you only win 1 out of 3 against a bottom feeder and they play like their best matchup against you, right? Like you're some World Series champion and they give you everything they got. But realistically, we should be winning a majority of these series, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, or getting the brooms out once in a while, occasionally, and sweeping, and that'll help us in the win column. The Whole Foods. 1 hitter for Woo, Woo, Woo. It also helps no Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. Trout being injured and obviously Ohtani on the Dodgers. So, because that was really the draw for the Angels for a lot of their fans, Ohtani and Trout. And now you don't got either one playing. So again, it's, other guys have to step up, and Taylor Ward has been that guy, but they don't really have the same type of talent level as the Mariners. Not in the same stratosphere. Pitches outside, 1-1 count to JP. We're in the bottom of the 5th, 3-0. Brian Woo with a 1 hitter. I would say that's good. That's my vibe. Chop foul off himself. Hopefully JP's okay. The Acolyte, just right around the corner on Disney Plus. Excited about that. The Bear, The Boys, Season 4, as well as House of the Dragon Season 2. So lots of amazing things that are going to be right around the corner in June. And it's going to first start off with The Acolyte. And I think it's then The Boys, then House of the Dragon, and at the end of the month will be The Bear. And man, I'm looking forward to all of those. But The Boys, I have to start from season 1 if I'm going to get into that. I haven't even seen any of that particular series. And then we got the Umbrella Academy Season 4 in August. Man, I'm excited. We're going to have some good quality programming going into summer and fall, baby. And that's what I need, obviously, as we wait for football. 2-2 pitch from Soriano to Crawford. JP, yeah. Hell yeah. Second double of the day, baby. Nice job, JP. You the man, baby. Nice job, JP. Love it, baby. Nice job, JP. Shout out. Next up, third baseman, Hollywood Josh Rojas. Right back to the pitcher. Throw to first. 1 away. I would have liked Rojas to wait a little bit in that pitch count, but it is what it is. Rojas already has a hit earlier in the game as well, so no worries there. Next up, center fielder 0 for 1 with a run and a base on ball, a walk. Center fielder, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Smash that like button if you haven't done it. Hopefully we're at 15. We only needed a few more to get to 20. I'm going to take a quick peek here to see where we're at. And we're at 10 on the donos. 90 to go to hit the goal. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. All right, we're at 16. We need 4 more people out of the 20 that are watching on YouTube, and then the 20 that are watching on Twitter/X. Do your boy a solid and smash the like button. We need 3 more people out of the 20 that are watching for us to hit the goal. So if you are watching and you're on the YouTube side, do your boy a solid. That'll help us in the algorithm, since we have been getting 30, 40, 50 likes within the last few days. It'll help us getting more recommendations and help us hit the algorithm a little bit more. 2-1 count to Julio. I did watch Dune 1 and Dune 2. Those are fantastic. You know, and obviously they have the original that came out like in the 70s and 80s, but the recreation that they ended up doing with the original Dune, I believe was like 2021, and then it took them 3 years to come out with the recent one with the Dune 2. But I loved it. I was like very impressed on how the writing was, the special effects when they fight, and everything that was, you know, involved in that movie. And it sounds like there's going to be a Dune 3. You know, I don't know how many they're going to do, but they left the story open, so it sounds like there's going to be a few more, at least one more minimum, but maybe a couple more. Thank you, Judah. Appreciate that. Pitches inside, almost hit Julio on the leg. Hops out of the way just in time. Count is full. 3-2 count. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Seattle 3, Angels 0. Runner at second, 1 away. Full count to Julio Rodriguez. 3-2 pitch. Julio pops it up a mile. Should be a routine play for the Angels. 2 away. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. 0 for 1 with an RBI so far. 30 home runs and 30 steals in a single season by age 22 or younger. Alex Rodriguez, Mike Trout, Julio. That's a good list. There we go, Cal. Yeah. Go, 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 JP. Cal with a double, sliding in safe to second, knocking in JP from second base to home. Yes, sir. 4-0 Mariners. Hell yeah. Nice job, Cal. Nice job, JP, with the bag running. Let's go. Next up, right fielder Dominic Canzone. 2 ribbies for Cal. Cal, baby. Fuck yeah. Nice job, Cal. First pitch inside. Dominic Canzone almost hits him. 1-0 count. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough show to be able to be on par with Fallout. I will agree to that. And I didn't even play any of the video games. Obviously, if I played the video games, I probably would have as strong as a feeling as you and whatnot, you know, with all the, you know, little Easter eggs and all the correlations from the video game to the actual series. But even if you didn't play the video games, you know, still a pure 10 out of 10 for me. Popped up. Giorbe. Wow, good hustle there. Throws the ball into the crowd. But the damage is done. End of the 5th inning, 4-0 Mariners. Yeah, me too. All right, see who's up here next for the Angels. Due up in the top of the 6th inning, 1-for-1, DHing for Los Angeles, Matt Thaiss. Batting second in the 8-hole, 0-for-1, shortstop Zach Neto. And batting third in the 9-hole, 0-for-1, third baseman Luis Guillorme. With a nice catch there, obviously in foul territory to end the inning at the end of the 5th. All right, we're getting close. We need one more person to smash the like button. There we go. Thank you to whoever that was. We're at 20, baby. Let's try to get to the next goal. Let's try to get to 25. And then maybe before the stream ends, maybe we can get close to 30. Thank you so much. Appreciate every single one of y'all. And with your guys' effort, it's really paid off because, like I said, we're getting more likes, we're getting more subs, we're getting more eyeballs on the channel, not only on the Twitter/X side, but on the YouTube side as well. And normally we'll be sitting around, maybe 15, 20 likes. Yesterday's stream, we hit 30. 2 days ago, we hit 50. 3 days ago, we hit 27. And then the day before that, we hit 40. So we're starting to kind of ramp it up, and that's good. Obviously moving forward, and the subs have been coming in, pretty fiercely too. So that's always good as well. Thank you to all the people that have smashed the like button so far on the stream. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Love you. Appreciate you. One hitter for Bryan Woo. Best pitcher on the team, baby. That's crazy to say. That Bryan Woo is the best pitcher on the team. He's better than Luis Castillo. He's better than George Kirby. He's better than Bryce Miller. He's better than Logan Gilbert. 5 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 2 Ks, 1.35 ERA. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thaiss pops it up. And it just goes foul. 1-1 count to Thaiss. Appreciate that, Judah. 1-1 pitch from Woo to Thaiss. Tops that one foul. 1-2 count. Chopper. Damn it. Right past Demo. That's a second hit given up for Bryan Woo, which is fantastic. But, you're sitting at a one-hitter, and you just want to kind of have it finish that way. But Demo, he tried. He just went a little bit out of reach. Nice hit by Thaiss. Next up for the Angels, shortstop Zach Neto. Pitches outside, 1-0 count to Neto. Come on, Woo. Nice pitch by Woo right down the middle for a strike, 1-1 count. I just hate that all my favorite shows are ending. Station 19 ended, right? The Good Doctor ended, like completely. I don't get to watch them anymore. Just You know, especially when you've invested a lot of time and energy in watching a show. It just sucks when it ends. Another base knock. Damn it. Back-to-back hits for the Angels by Theis and Neto. Next up for the Angels, third baseman Luis Guillorme. We have a good chance for a double play here. We don't want them creeping back into this game. And that one was hit so hard towards third, there was no chance for Rojas to get that ball. Come on, Woo, let's go, baby. We're not going to get 8, 9, or 10 Ks out of you, but again, let's keep this game clean. Regain your composure. Guillorme. One 1-0 pitch from Woo to Guillorme. That's hit hard. Double play. One. There we go. Nice double play to get Woo bailed out of the inning. There we go. Nice job, Rojas. Nice job, Josh. Great defense there. Rojas to JP to tie. There we go. Guillorme grounded out to a double play. Third to the shortstop to first. Neto out at second. Theis out third. Next up for the Angels, 0 for 2, second baseman Luis Rengifo. Top of the 6th, 4-0, Mariners. Let's go, Woo. First pitch to Rengifo, fouls it back off the T-Mobile Park sign, behind an account 0-1. Let's go, baby. Oh, 1 pitch from Woo to Rengifo, pitches outside, 1-1 count. Let's go, Ebbs. Runner at third, 1-1 pitch. Pitches inside, 2-1 count from Woo to Rengifo. Get him, Woo. Rengifo, right there, lined out to JP Crawford. Way to go. Woo doesn't give up anything, only gives up 2 hits. I like that. 3 hits. Let's see who's up next here for the Mariners in the bottom of the 6th. Next up for the Mariners, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. First baseman, Ty France. Viva la France. Batting second in the 7-hole this inning, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. DHing for the Mariners, Mitch Haniga. And batting third, 0 for 2, left fielder, Luke Raley. Nice job by Bryan Woo today. And I'm not surprised. You know, he's been fantastic for us. Bryan Woo, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, only 2 Ks, but he only has 66 pitches, and we're in the 6th inning. ERA of 1.30, came into the day with a 2-0 record and an ERA of 1.66, and he's on his way to a 3-0 record, ERA of 1.30. Let's go, baby. Nice job, Woo. Woo! Shout out to Lauren for liking the post and the stream. Appreciate that. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the 6, 4-0 Mariners. Let's keep putting the pressure on the Los Angeles Angels, baby. Next up in the box, Ty France. 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He's got a 257 average, 6 homers, 23 ribbies, and an OPS of 712. Let's go, Ty. Pitches in the zone for a strike. 1-1 count.
Catches that ball. It's the end of the inning. Another disappointing potential. Hitting on 6. So 6 Oregoners.
Let's go, Ty. Pitches outside. 2-2 count. It's crazy to think that our 5-hole pitcher is our best pitcher on the squad, based off record and ERA. That's a great thing to see. Again, when you got guys that are struggling, Castillo, Kirby, Miller, Gilbert, it's nice to have that 5th guy instead of him being a liability and someone that we're like, gosh, this guy's terrible. This is the guy that you want pitching on the mound over guys like Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller, George Kirby, and Logan Gilbert, which is kind of a crazy thing to say, but he's earned it. Fantastic. Ty France goes to first with a walk. Next up, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Haniga. Let's go, Mitch. AL West champions in 95, 97, and 01, and we're about to make it 2024, baby. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is in there for a strike, behind in the count. 1-1. 0 for 2, 2 Ks. Let's go. Pitch is low into the dirt. 2-1 count. There we go, Haniger. There we go. Nice job, Mitch. Single to left, France to third. Runners on the corners with no outs. Let's go. 95 ALDS Game 5. I remember that night. Griffey from first to home. That was beautiful. Next up for the Mariners, left fielder, 0 for 2, Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. Scary to think is once Castillo and Kirby and Miller and Gilbert find the rhythm, and then if Wu is still playing on this top level, we're going to have the best pitching staff in baseball, starting 1 through 5. Again, we have the name recognition to be top 3, top 5, but again, you have to be able to get the wins, you have to be able to get the strikeouts, and you have to have a low ERA, and for 4 out of those 5 guys, it's been kind of hit or miss. But I'm very confident in this baseball squad, this baseball club. Next 15 to 20 years should be really exciting for Mariner fans. Raley, 256 average, 4 home runs here in 2024. Runners on the corners with no outs. Pitches outside, but in the zone for a strike. Behind in the count, 0-2. Primo, what's good, brother? Go M's. Try dance up, baby. 0-2 pitch. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. Let's keep pouring on the hits and the runs, baby. You know, there's plenty of times where we got our ass kicked in the past by the Angels. So it's nice to be able to kind of return the favor. And I get it. No Shohei Ohtani, no Mike Trout. It's a totally different squad. But still, anytime you can beat a divisional rival, it feels good. Popped up, out of play. Randy Johnson, you ain't going to see another one like that ever again. Besides Griffey, you know, that's right up there. You know, Griffey, Randy Johnson, Edgar, Ichiro, and then obviously now with Julio, and I love me some Cal Raleigh. I mean, there's a lot of guys on the team that I like, but runners in scoring position, 387 average for Luke. Let's go, baby. Knock him in. 2-2 pitch from Soriano to Rayleigh. Pitches outside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Rayleigh. Wow. What a defensive play. Runners hold. One away. Next up for the Mariners, second baseman, Demo Dylan Moore. Yeah, I got all kinds of different backgrounds that I just try to go with ones that are special to me. You know, sometimes we'll go with T-Mobile. Sometimes I'll have Safeco. Sometimes we'll, do Kingdom. Sometimes I'll have like for the Wednesday matchup, we'll go here where it's like during the day. We'll go, let's see where we at. We'll go like this, right? So obviously we'll have like the more morning, afternoon game. Kind of, more of a brighter feel to it. And then obviously when we play, in the evening, then we'll typically go for more of this type of vibe. So I'm always going to be throwing up a little here, a little there, mixing it up. Bottom of the sixth, one out, runners on the corners. Next up, 0 for 2, Demo Dylan Moore. Go, baby. How long you been a Mariner fan, Primo? The beautiful thing about technology and me grinding on this channel, I never knew how to do anything when I first started. I didn't know how to make a thumbnail. I didn't know how to use the green screen. I didn't know anything, And so after doing this for, 12 years now, 8 years on YouTube, but I've been streaming for 12, you start to kind of figure out your own style, your own look, your own vibe. And, I don't want to be like anybody else. So double play opportunity for the Angels. Got it. They got bailed out there. Moore grounded out into that double play. End of the sixth inning, 4-0 Mariners. I think I even have another Mariner one that I don't really use. So we have this one, right? And then we got the one that I'll use not tomorrow, but Sunday when we play at 1. We'll go with this vibe. And then I got this one here too. So it kind of just depends on my mood and the time of the game, on the vibe. But I haven't used this particular background as much this season. I did it kind of last season and the year before, but I'll probably end up sprinkling this one at some point also. So. Nice. You're on the same age as me. I'm 42. I was born in 82, so you were born in 81. And I started watching around that same time, around 85, 86, 87. So, heck yeah, man. And then when you end up, having your dad, take you to meet a legend, right? And then you get the rated rookie, you get the auto. He still has got the best, cleanest autograph out of any athlete in sports, in my opinion. You know, it definitely changes your life forever, you know. And, you know, who knows? If I didn't meet Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr., and Sandy Koufax, you know, when I was 7 years old, I met Griffey and Griffey Sr. when I was 7. I was in first grade. That was when Griffey was 19 in his rookie year. And then I met Sandy Koufax, Dodger legend, when I was 10. If I didn't meet those two individuals and get their autograph and talk to them and have photos, who knows if I'm here today? You know, obviously I have other talents. You know, I could do, you know, gaming. You know, I might be a gamer streamer on Twitch or YouTube. You know, making beats for like hip hop. You know, that might have been another avenue that I would have maybe went into a little bit deeper. My boy Brooks is really heavy into that here in Oregon. So, but again, you know, being able to work very, very hard. It took me 10 years, you know, to grind with 2 or 3 jobs to finally get to a point where I can do this full time. And it's the greatest thing ever, man. You know, being able to do your dream and talk about sports and wrestling and be able to make a living from it and to be able to motivate people, encourage people, and help people with mental health. I couldn't ask for anything better. So. Yeah. And again, I always will do the, you know, I have many, many looks that I could do. I could be like all the other channels where there's just a small box of me and there's a bunch of graphics on the screen and a bunch of stat pages that are up. But I didn't want to copy other, you know, people's stuff. I wanted it to kind of be unique and original. That's why I have like the old school, you know, 50s, 60s, 70s cards for baseball streams, basketball, football, and hockey streams, because I'm a big card collector and I feel like I'm an old soul. So I like the vintage stuff. It's not like I, you know, dislike the newer stuff, but I have a strong appreciation for the old school days in the 50s, 60s, and 70s in the NBA, MLB, NHL, and the NFL, as well as college football, as well as wrestling. So I like to be able to incorporate kind of those old school vibes. And half of the fan base is under 40. The other half is over 40. So, you know, you get a nice range of people that are in their 20s and 30s. You get people around my age in the early 40s. And then we get a lot of people that are 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 that can vibe with us as well. So. But I can always switch things up at any given time, you know, and make the screen for me smaller. But, you know, I just wanted to be able to not copy anybody else and give everyone kind of, you know, knowing that the Northwest Sports Fanatics, you know, we're often imitated, you know, never duplicated. And I'm always going to have my type of vibe. So. All right, we got Trent Thornton in the game now. But I'll tell you what, it took me a long time to be able to find the right set of cards that would line up, you know, to me to do it. You know, it took hours, you know, going through, you know, numerous pictures, you know, of cards and then trying to be able to find something that would line up, that would actually, you know, link up to not only my background, but the scoreboard and, you know, and having that particular look that I'm looking for. So we're in the top of the 7th, 4-0 Mariners. Trent Thornton, full count, 3-2. Come on, Trent. But I appreciate the support, appreciate the kind words, and it's always nice when you can meet a fellow Mariner fan from back in the day. But a lot of people think I'm much younger than I look. I just got good genes, I guess, you know. But a lot, you know, even this was always, you know, my case even when I was younger. When I was, you know, in my, you know, 20s, people thought I was, you know, super young. And then when I got to my 30s, people thought I was in my 20s. And then, you know, now obviously being 42, you know, some people think I'm 40. Some people think that I'm in my 30s. And if someone wants to be really kind, they might say I'm in my late 20s, you know, and, you know, I'll still get carded, you know, from time to time. So that always makes me feel good. Top of the 7th, runner at first, one away, 4-0 Mariners. 0-1 pitch from Trent Thornton. Pitches outside to Willie Calhoun. Yeah, I don't like the newer cards. I mean, like as far as like a background, because I kind of experimented with that, but that's a lot of, holograms and holographic feel, and they have like a bunch of shiny designs. Like I said, I grew up, with my dad watching and talking about like Sandy Koufax and Drysdale and Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle and DiMaggio and Babe Ruth and then the old school stuff. With the Packers in the 60s and the Steelers in the 70s and, obviously the Niners in the 80s. So I wanted to make sure that I kind of paid homage to like the old school times. So that way the young crowd can vibe with me, but then also the OGs that are older, 40 and up, they're like, okay, this guy's got a little bit of old school in him as well. And that's why I chose these particular looks, for the channel. So. Yeah, you do look young as well. I don't know. It's us 80s babies, baby. The 80s and 90s were the best, decades, as far as sports and wrestling and pop culture and movies and music. I mean, why do you think there's so many things that are copied today from the 80s and 90s? There's a reason why, because it was the best era. Best in sports, best in wrestling, best in music, best in movies, best in TV shows. Like there's not a lot that can compare, like even me today, Primo, I still watch Transformers on the daily. G.I. Joe, The Real American Hero, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I still watch those cartoons that I watched in the 80s, as well as X-Men and Batman, the animated series. Those were the two best in the 90s. But I still watch Transformers, still collect the toys, still do the G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, right? And I still do the Ninja Turtle thing, And again, if you grew up in that era, you know what I'm talking about. So top of the 7th, 4-0 Mariners, runners at second and third with one away. Hala in the box, chops it foul, behind in the count 0-2. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. Thundercats, that's another one. Epic, dude. And I think for like mental health, it's good to be able to go back and go back to the past. And so like if you're just wanting to be able to get a smile on your face and then reminisce of those memories, playing with the toys on the, on the carpet or on the linoleum. And, it's like I had my wrestling ring, I had all my toys and whatnot, but just having those memories, and especially if you haven't watched those things in a long time, and then you find it like on YouTube or on one of the platforms and you watch it, whether it be like Prime or Netflix or Hulu or wherever it's at, throw home. There we go. Got him. Good defense there to make sure that they don't get a run. Nice decision there by Rojas. Good defense there. No problem, bro. Edgar in the building. What's good? What part of Mexico, brother? Huskies and Mariners and the vanished Sonics. Sonics will be back, though. Sonics will be back. Like I said, when the NBA expands from 30 teams to 32, I would assume Seattle and Vegas will get the 2 teams. And if those 2 cities don't, I would be shocked. Thundercats is epic. It just kind of depends on what your vibe is. If I want to go 80s or if I want to go 90s. Or like if I'm going 90s, it'll be like X-Men, right? It'll be a Batman, the animated series. And then maybe like a Saved by the Bell or something like that, just to have some memories of AC Slater and Zach Morris and Kelly Kapowski. It's like everyone's going to got those, old school memories back when they were a kid or when they turned into a teenager and whatnot. So, but it doesn't really get that much better than the 80s and 90s, man. I love it. Top of the 7th, 4-0 Mariners, runners at first and second. Trent Thornton on the mound, replacing Brian Wu, who's been absolutely fucking fantastic in his 5 starts. Next up at bat, Logan O'Hoppe. Oh, 1 pitch from Thornton to O'Hoppe. Pitches outside. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Let's go, baby. Central Region, Veracruz. Nice. Bro, you know, like when you go back, I mean, obviously if you like mumble rap and, you know, obviously you got like Drake and Kendrick and, you know, you got J. Cole and you know, Eminem, you know, just dropped his new single and whatnot. It just kind of depends on what you grew up with. But if you grew up with like, you know, NWA, if you grew up, you know, in the different types of music, not just like the Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer era and the Young MC, but then once it went to like NWA and then went to Dr. Dre, The Chronic, and then Snoop Dogg, Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know, Biggie's double album, Pac's double album. Like when you go back and you listen to stuff that were, you know, in the 80s and 90s and maybe even in the early 2000s, some of that stuff is so epic. Like I don't think the younger generation will never understand until they get older. And then if they go back and listen to music in general, but, you know, obviously it won't really mean the same thing to your son because he didn't grow up in it. You grew up in it like I did. So like my first 5 albums were Dr. Dre, The Chronic for CDs, right? Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, All Eyes on Me, Tupac, right? Biggie's double album, and then Bone Thugs, you know, Eternal 1999. It doesn't get any fucking better than those 5 rap albums. I mean, that fucking shaped me, you know, for who I am. And I still love like, you know, Green Day and Ozzy and a lot of other things, Red Hot Chili Peppers and other things, you know, from back in the day. But, you know, fucking Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Biggie, Bone Thugs. I mean, I would find it very hard to think that there's going to be 5 albums that are going to be stronger than those 5 now, you know. And then even as I got older into my teens, you know, I ended up listening to Outkast, Aquemini, just a couple days ago. Bro, that is a top 10 album from start to finish. And some people like Outkast, some people don't really know who they are. But if you go back, I mean, they were so ahead of their time, you know, being 22 from Atlanta and being able to have that original vibe based on how they dressed and how they rapped. Just incredible, man. I don't think people realize like how many epic, you know, rappers and, you know, entertainers, you know, really there were in that particular era. And there's still music now that I enjoy, you know, I mean, obviously with, you know, Kendrick and obviously his diss track to Drake and, you know, and J. Cole. And you're looking at some of the artists that are out now. Some of them still make, you know, some bangers, but everyone's going to be attached to kind of, you know, how you grew up and whatnot. So we're in the top of the 7th, 2 outs, 4-0 Mariners. And they made another pitching change. We're bringing in Taylor Saucedo. Let's go, Sauce.
These two are debating which $7 meal deal with fries, drink, and a side is the best of all. Burger, chicken,
with grunge, like I said, I mean, I grew up with like, you know, Nirvana and Kurt Cobain, and I listened to a little bit of everything. Obviously, hip hop is number 1 for me by a lot, right? But again, like if I could choose, like, you know, maybe one person that I could listen to, you know, I probably would choose Ozzy. You know, I like music that is eternal. And, you know, when you listen to Ozzy's music, Ozzy Osbourne, like, you know, there's going to be certain bands and certain artists that are just eternal. They're going to be like lifers. And, yeah, it kind of just depends on my mood. You know, like I had Green Day's album, Dookie, you know, that was one of my first like alternative albums that I bought as a kid. I listened to Aerosmith, Big Ones, you know, when I was a kid, and I bought that album. So it kind of depends my mood, you know, on what I'm looking for. And also a big part of me enjoying rock and kind of the different types of metal was with WWF, WCW, ECW, and like just being a lover of wrestling and then being able to listen to intros of the wrestlers coming out. And a lot of them weren't hip hop, right? Nowadays, you get a couple hip hop songs now, but back then it was primarily rock or like metal, you know, or grunge, you know? And so that got me listening to that type of music because I was like, ooh, who's coming to the ring? And then you would figure out who that band was. So. Yes, you're on it, man. There's so many, I mean, Outkast has so many good albums. Their first 3 albums are just fucking insane, but Aquemini is my favorite from, you know, front to back. But, you know, Elevators, Rosa Parks, Skew to the Barbecue. I mean, I can go on and on and on. I mean, that's another thing. People don't realize, like, how much, I mean, I got the sports knowledge on lock, you know, I got the wrestling knowledge on lock, but my music knowledge is up there too. Got to listen to music every day. It's good for the mental health. And I feel if you don't, then you'll start to slip a little bit. If you make an effort to listen to music every day, it'll definitely help. All right, we're in the top of the 7th, bases loaded, 4-0 Mariners. Joe Adele in the box. RBL Posse, bro. I have that. Man, I can't believe you just said RBL Posse. I have singles of, remember, like you used to be able to go to like Tower Records and you could go to places. Man, bro. Selly Cell, bro. Did we just become best friends, Primo? Holy shit. Wow. RBL Posse, bro. Adele. Uh-oh. Back. Wow. Grand slam for the Angels. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking A. Oh, my goodness. What a grand salami by Joe Adele. Fuck. Good job, Sauciedo, you idiot. Unfucking believable. I don't trust Sauciedo, man. I don't trust the bullpen. And there's Joe Adele with a fucking grand salami. Thanks a lot, Taylor. You need to go back to Twitch and play fucking video games. That's like the only thing you're good at. Jesus Christ. We had a 4-0 lead and trying to give Brian Wu the win, and then you bring in these fucking scrubs, Thornton and Sauce, and then now we're fucking tied up. Ridiculous. Focus in the building. What's good? Unbelievable. After Brian Wu ended up having a fucking 3-hitter, played so good, had a 1-hitter pretty much the whole game, and now with a blink of an eye, after it took, it takes us a while to put up, runs, and now with one swing of the bat, should have just had Brian Wu play the whole fucking game like Nolan Ryan used to when I was a kid. Fuck this rule that these guys can only pitch to the 6th or the 7th. If you don't trust the bullpen, fuck it, keep them going. And he was only at 66 pitches. If Wu was at 96, I get it. But he was at 66. He could have went for 3 more innings. He could have pitched the whole fucking game. And we probably wouldn't be down or tied at this point. Unbelievable. Fuck. Luis Guillorme in the box. We better win this game. Double play. Oh! Come on, Sauce. You terrible. Neto to second. We're at the top of the 7th. Neto sold 3rd. Fucking A. I think the Angels just trying to win this game now. All of a sudden, we're in firm control. Everything looks great. We're up 4-0. And then now, in a matter of just a few batters, now the game is tied. Unbelievable. There we go. And Sauce finally gets an out. But good job, Sauce. Go back to fucking Twitch and go do your video games, you fucking bum. I never liked him, and I still don't like him. He's a liability. When he's up there, I get it. You got to have some lefties that are up there. But again, we cannot afford for you to do that. Thornton and Sauce is fucking everything up. Bullshit, man. Edgar, yeah, they did. But, I don't think people realize this, stat, and I don't, because I'm always digging deep into the stat line, right? And this will be something that more than likely most Mariner fans, don't know. But let me see if I can pull it up. All right, here we go. Highest strikeout percentage since 1921 in the last 103 years. Who do you think number 1 is? It's the 2024 Seattle Mariners, 28.3%. We are number 1 out of all teams playing in the last 103 years in strikeout percentage. So things got to change, right? We got a bottom 10 hitting team, top 5 pitching, but we're still first place. So, if we can, manage these strikeouts, get better at hitting instead of being bottom 10, being like maybe, in the middle, like maybe 15th, and then the pitching can slightly improve, we'll end up being a number 1, number 2 team in baseball, but we still got some ways, to go before that happens. So, but again, the bench coach getting fired, I mean, he's not the one out there, in the box. So again, that's the odd man out. They had to point the blame somewhere, but each player needs to take his shit out, and be accountable, for what they're doing. And again, there's not as much patience in the box. There needs to be a little bit more patience. A lot of guys swinging at garbage, but that's been happening since 2022, in Julio, Cal, and George Kirby's rookie year. And also, I think, with Scott Service, we need to be able to move guys around in the lineup. Instead of having Julio bat 1, 2, or 3, put Julio in the 6 hole. Punish a guy like that. And again, so that way there's not as much pressure on him. And I feel that when we did that earlier in the season, it ended up working out. We ended up getting a couple home runs out of Julio, going from 2 home runs to 4. So, we have to strategize and kind of think outside the box. And then obviously when JP was hurt, Rojas was batting 300, 350, and he was in the 9 hole. And then finally they ended up putting Rojas in the leadoff spot. And then, things started to kind of come together. And then now JP is back. And then Demo got, obviously rewarded up to the 1 hole and the 2 hole. But again, we need to be able to figure out, daily, what we want to be able to do with the lineup and not sticking to the same guys in the same number every single game. Move some guys around, Tough. Hopefully we can find a way. Pitches in the zone for a strike. Bottom of the 7th, 4-4. If you're just tuning in, Cal Raleigh hit a sacrifice fly to left. Crawford scored 1-0. Okay, in the bottom of the 1st. Later in the inning, France doubled to right. Julio and Rojas scored 3-0 Mariners in the bottom of the 1st. Little dribbler, flip to the pitcher, 1 away. Then in the bottom of the 5th, Cal Raleigh singled to right. Crawford scored. Raleigh scored 4-0 Mariners. Everything was fine until last inning, right? In the top of the 7th, Joe Adell homered to left, 360 feet. Calhoun, Pilar, and Ohapi scored, and it was a grand salami, and we're knotted up here at 4. And we can blame Taylor Saucedo, who obviously is a big gamer and has a Twitch channel. Maybe he should just stick to that and not pitch for the Mariners ever again. Never been a fan of Sauce. Sometimes he pitches good, but I don't really like a lot of the guys in the bullpen, and it shows you how bad we miss Matt Brash. With Brash being injured all year, it really has hurt us. And, to have Brash and then to obviously go, it hit him right on the shoulder. Jesus Christ. Rojas to first. But when we ended up having, Brash, Seawald, and then obviously, going to our closer, right? That was the kind of the best, point that we've been at. But, we don't have that, luxury. But luckily, we still, have Andres Munoz as the closer. But again, to be able to have Brash and then Seawald and Munoz, it was special. But not a fan of a lot of the guys in the bullpen, All right, next up, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Rojas runs back to first, safe. Golly. Come on, Julio. We better not lose this game. Can't have a 4-0 lead. And you got to understand how hard it is for us to get to 4 or 5 runs. 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. If the Mariners could get that on the regular, we would win 90 to 95% of our games. It's a pitching league now, not a hitting league. It's very difficult. Like if you go and look at the baseball scores on the daily, not a lot of teams can consistently get 5 runs or more. It's very difficult now. Much easier a couple years ago since all the rule changes. Shifting, obviously, with the pitch clock. Come on, Julio. Julio 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Come on, J-Rod. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, we got about 60 people watching. I don't know what we're at in the likes, but hopefully we're close to 30. And we're at 10 on donos, 90 to go to hit the goal. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, fucking please do. We got 37 people watching on the YouTube side, 20 on the Twitter/X side. So out of the 37 people watching, if you haven't smashed the like button yet, please do it. It'll help us in the algorithm. We need 6 more to get to 30. 1-2 pitch. Julio pops it up. Foul. Come on, J-Rod. Bring that electricity to the lineup, baby. We need it. Trident's up. Megan with a 5er. Appreciate you. We're at 15:85 to go. No worries. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang, $5 holla. We're at 15:85 to go. Let me know what you want to do for photos after we go into a commercial break, and I got you. Yeah, I'm watching it on Apple TV. But still, you know, Sauce is not reliable. There's a lot of guys in the bullpen that I just don't trust. You know, and again, this year, like Castillo, Miller, Kirby, and Gilbert have been hit or miss. You know, Gilbert was really good until the last 3 or 4 starts, and he's been kind of on a slump. The only really guy that we can count on is Brian Wu, and he's our 5-hole pitcher. That guy's been lights out in his 5 starts. And then Logan Gilbert's probably the number 2. And then you got Castillo, Miller, and Kirby that are either really, really good or really, really bad in their last few starts. So, but sometimes the bullpen will be lights out, like we saw a couple days ago, and then we have games like this where, you know, they absolutely just do nothing. And I hope we don't lose this game. We got the easiest schedule here on out of all 30 MLB teams. We had one of the hardest schedules up to this point, but starting with this series, we got the easiest schedule out of any team in Major League Baseball. So with that being said, if we just take care of business, we should be able to win the AL West over the Rangers and Stros. And I don't know if we'll be able to catch up to the Yankees or the Orioles record-wise, but there's a good chance that we could have the 3rd best record in the American League, maybe even 2nd. All right, no worries. I got you. Come on, Julio. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. 3-2 pitch, chop foul, right towards 3rd base. Count remains full, 3-2. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out, runner at first. We're knotted up at 4. Grand salami by the Angels by Joe Adell just about 10 minutes ago to make it 4-4. Rojas steals 2nd, but Julio strikes out. 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 2 with 2 ribbies. Big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Rash has been injured the whole year. Focus with a 5er. Appreciate you, Focus. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you, brother. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Focus with a 5er. We're at 20, 80 to go. Appreciate you. Pitches outside. 2-1 count. Yeah, he ended up getting Tommy John. So we were hoping that we were going to be able to rehab him, but he didn't start the beginning of the year. He already had some soreness, and then they decided to do the surgery after trying to do some multiple rehabs. But if we had Matt Brash, I feel Matt Brash is one of the best mid-relievers, not only on the Mariners, but I feel in baseball. So if we would have had him to come in the 6th, 7th inning, it would have really helped us out. And then obviously you can go to Munoz in the 8th or the 9th, and then you can, kind of divvy up, with Saucedo and Thornton and all the others that we have, Gabe Spire, but to me, Brash is second best to Munoz as far as Los Bomberos, as far as the bullpen. Cal, going back to the wall into the warning track, and that is the end of the 7th inning. All right, go some throwback. Get you some Steve or some Pete. And focus, let me know what you want. And I got you. Appreciate the support. Is it football season yet? Appreciate you.
Right now, it's 70% off in-store and online at Fabletics.com.
And it's crazy. Joe Adell, was a pinch hitter. He wasn't even playing in the game, and then they, brought him in, and then he hits the grand salami. The grand salami. Tough. All right, Mariners, we got to dig deep. It'd be very easy to let this game slip away. Next up for the Angels here in the top of the 8th, 0 for 3, second baseman Luis Rengifo. Batting second, center fielder Mickey Moniak. And batting third, left fielder Taylor Ward. And now we got Stanek in, which now he's got a great mullet. His hair is 10 out of 10, but I don't trust him either. Yes, 100 days. Oh, cool. Top of the 8th, 4-4 Angels and Mariners. 1-2 count to Luis Rengifo, who's 0 for 3. Popped up. One away. All right, no worries. Feel better, and I'll be live tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific. The game will be on Fox globally. Mariners versus Angels game number 2. Chop foul. Moniak. No, I think the Mariners can still win, but it definitely was kind of, an uppercut to the chin. When you're up 4-0 and Brian Wu played a magnificent game, only a 3-hitter. Our 5-hole pitcher is our best pitcher on the staff right now. His ERA is very, very low. I mean, right now, Brian Wu's ERA, if we end up winning this game, it's down to 1.30, and this would be a 3-0 record. But again, when you end up putting in Thornton and Sauce and Stanek, sometimes it's going to be good, sometimes it's not. And, Sauce definitely did not, there's going to be a lot of people that have Sauce on the shit list, and again, I didn't like him really, at all, and every time he goes in, I feel as a lefty, I like lefties, but every time he gets in, his pitches are really wide left. They're like a foot or 2 foot off the plate. And it seems like he's always prone to walks, and hitting batters and not being able to hit the zone. And then obviously now today, giving up a grand slam. I mean, it's going to take a lot for Mariner fans to get back on the good side. I'll tell you that. But I think there's still a good chance that we can find a way to win, but it's only if the pitching gets better. But again, if we get to the 9th and we have Munoz, then, we can get it done. I mean, if we didn't give up that fucking grand slam, it was an easy win. I mean, we were winning and dominating the whole game. You got to understand, I mean, the Angels only had 1 hit for like half the game. And then, they got 4 runs in that 7th inning, and they had 1 good half inning the whole game. So sometimes that's all it takes. There we go. Check swing by Taylor Ward, 1-1 count. But the decision to have, Matt Theis, the original DH, go out and have Joe Adell come in, that's the difference in the game. So if, Ron Washington, if he didn't make that move, we're probably sitting at 4-0 still, honestly. Or maybe like 4-1. It wouldn't be 4-4, but that was a very smart and calculated move to bring in Joe Adell against Sauce, and it panned out for them. So you got to give them credit. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. Yeah, I mean, we would be able to sweep a team like this. They got no Shohei Ohtani, no Mike Trout. There's no excuses. But again, you can't play down to the competition. Nice K by Stanek. He's got some of the best hair with that mullet. 10 out of 10 for the hair. As far as like my confidence in him, it's not 10, but so far so good there. All right, here we go, Mariners. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th, and hopefully we can take the lead. We might have to win this game in extras unless we get really lucky here in the 8th and the 9th. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 8th. We're knotted up at 4. If you're just tuning in to the matchup. Bottom of the 1st, Cal Raleigh hit a sacrifice fly to left, and then JP scored 1-0 Mariners. Later in the inning, France doubled to right. Julio and Hollywood Rojas scored 3-0 Mariners in the bottom of the 1st. Then in the bottom of the 5th, Cal Raleigh singled to right. Crawford scored Raleigh to second, 4-0 Mariners. And then in the top 7th, Joe Adell came in to pinch hit for Theis and hit a grand salami. Calhoun, Pilar, Ohapi, and Adell scored, and that's why we're sitting at a 4-4 game right now. All right, due up for the Mariners, 0 for 3 with a K. Right fielder, Dirty Dominic Canzone. In the zone, Canzone, grab him a calzone. Batting second, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 doubles and a walk. First baseman, Ty France. Viva la France. And batting third, DHing today for the Mariners, Mitch Haniga. Let's go, baby. Need some electricity. I don't know. I'm watching it on Apple TV Plus, so I don't know what, Your connection for Apple TV Plus might be faster on your TV or on your computer. I guess it just depends if you're watching it on the computer, on Apple TV Plus on like the laptop or on the computer. I'm watching Apple TV Plus through my TV. So, but again, everyone, depending on if you're watching it, normally on like DirecTV, if you're watching it on Dish, if you're watching it on Comcast, if you're watching it on Root Sports, or if you're watching it on a streaming link, everyone's going to be on a different, time. Not everyone's going to be on the same, pitch count and on the same stream as everyone else. There's always going to be someone that gets it a little bit faster or a little bit slower. But I am watching it on Apple TV Plus, so I don't know how you're getting it faster than me. First pitch right down the middle for a strike to Dominic Canzone for more. 0-1 count. Dom. Grounder. Throw to first. 1 away. But I think even the people that have a slight delay, if they're watching it on a streaming link, it's not bad. It's usually only like 10 to 15 seconds behind. It's usually not that big of a deal. Next up for the Mariners, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, 2 doubles and a walk. Viva La France, first baseman, Ty France. Let's go, Ty. Pitch is high, out of the zone, 1-0 count. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. Like I said, if you're seeing something, just keep it to yourself, until you hear me announce it and whatnot. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. We're at 20, 80 to go. And I don't know what we're at on the likes on the YouTube side, but hopefully we're close to 30. Might take a quick peek right now and see. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We have 52 people watching. 32 on the YouTube side, 20 on the Twitter/X side. But on the Twitter/X side, they have no comment button or a like button over there. So we need to rely on the people that are on the YouTube chat to help us out with that. All right, where are we at? We are at 26. So out of the 31, 32 people that are watching on YouTube, smash the like button for your boy. We need 3 more people to get to 30. And I think that would be a good number to end the stream on, 30 plus. Thank you. Chop foul. Count remains 2-2. Oh, Ty. Back. Come on, baby. Second deck. Let's fucking go. Bozo in the building. Let's fucking go. He said, I fucking sub. Let's go. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Viva La France. 417 feet. Let's fucking go. Yes, sir. Nice job, Ty. One of the best games so far this year for Ty France. Fuck yeah. Take that grand salami and shove it up your ass. There we go. 5-4. Mariners. Trident's up, baby. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Were you here when the grand salami happened, Reflect, or did you go for a walk? They fucking did the pinch hit for Joe Adell and fucking grand salami, but at least Ty hit that homer. Throw to first. 2 away. Viva La France, baby. How are you watching the stream, Paul? Are you watching it on your computer? Are you watching it on Apple TV? Because I've noticed sometimes when I watch WWE on Peacock, when you watch it on the TV app, it's slower than what it is on the computer. Like the computer side of it is faster slightly than what it is on the TV app side for whatever reason. You saw the salami? extra rye bread and mustard. Fucking A, man. Oh, you're overseas? But what are you watching it on? Are you watching it on Apple TV Plus? And what are you watching it on? Your phone, computer, laptop, or are you actually watching it on a TV through like Apple TV app through the TV? I'm just curious. Yeah, maybe you're getting it slightly because you're overseas. Maybe like the overseas link is slightly faster. Reflect with a 3-er. Appreciate you. We're at 23. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $3 holla. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Two-two pitch. Pitch is high and outside. 3-2 count to Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. Thank God for Ty France having the best game of 2024 tonight. Luke! Luke! Yes! Go, go, go! Run your ass off. Go to second. Yeah, don't say anything. Just, you'll have to just refrain and just wait for me to be able to call the game. And then once I call, whatever happens, then you can, type in whatever you want. Seems like you might be the only one that's slightly ahead. There we go. Nice job, Luke. Woo! Brian Wu, Luke Raley, Ric Flair. We fucking love it. Let's go. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 3, second baseman, Demo Dylan Moore. Let's get some insurance, baby. I know. I saw you type in the comment for the home run, but I thought you were just joking. Because of the pitch before that, it was like, it looked like it was going to go, but I thought you were just, getting ahead of yourself there or hoping that it was a home run after that pitch. But then the next pitch, he took it out of the park. Thank God. Chop that one foul by Demo behind in the count 0-1. Nice job, Luke. Let's go M's, baby. 5-4 Mariners. Big swing and a miss behind in the count 0-2. Come on, Demo. Let's go, baby. Demo pops it up a mile. Let's go, Demo. We got Andres Munoz coming in, obviously for us in the top of the ninth. And hopefully it'll be a very easy 1-2-3 inning, which I assume it could be. Yes, Alvin Davis, man. For the true first Mr. Mariner. And I know he didn't like being called that back in the day, but we've had 5 Rookie of the Years on the Seattle Mariners in our team history, and I believe Alvin Davis was the first one. Alvin Davis, Alex Rodriguez, I would assume Griffey, Julio Ichiro. Or maybe Griffey wasn't in that. It was someone else, possibly. I know they brought up the graphic earlier. But I know it was Alvin Davis, and then A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, Ichiro, and I know Julio, and then there was one other, and I'm not sure if it was Griffey. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Kyle Lewis, that's a name. My goodness. That never panned out. I wish it would have. All right, we're going to the top of the ninth to try to fucking win this game. Thank God for Ty France. Due up for the Angels in the top of the ninth. 1 for 3 with a run. First baseman, Willie Calhoun. Batting second, 0 for 3 with a run, right fielder, Kevin Pillar. And batting third, 0 for 2 with a run, base on ball and a K, catcher Logan Ohapi. And then for whatever reason, if they get past those guys, then we'll get back to Joe Adele. Hopefully we don't even get a chance to see him after hitting that grand salami, like in this photo. And on the mound for the Mariners, one of the best players in Major League Baseball, the best closer, it is Andres Munoz. And we'll put up multiple photos for him because he deserves it. He gets 3. On the mound, mid-pitch, and strikeout. Let's go, baby. Let's win this game 5-4. Let's go, baby. Mariner Moose is about it. I'm about that life. All right, Andres, bring that electricity to the mound, baby. I know you can do it. You got it, Brian. He had so much potential. But again, if you look at our minor league system that we got now too with Montez and Ford and, you know, so many of these studs, like the future is really, really bright. And I hope that we don't trade away a lot of those guys, but you only have so many roster spots. All right, come on, Munoz. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 0-1 count, now 0-2. Sarah in the building, what's good? Oh, 2 pitch. Pitch is low and inside. 1-2 count. In the box, Willie Calhoun. Pitch is low into the dirt. 2-2 count. Come on, Munoz. No walks. 3 up, 3 down. Win the game. 5-4. Mariners win. Mariners win. Mariners win. We dance. That's what I want. Damn it. Let's go. On the mound. Mid-pitch. See ya fucking later. Let's go. Fuck out of here with that. That's my boy. 1 away. Fuck yeah. Yes, sir. Joe Dirt approved. Next up for the Angels, Kevin Pillar, 0 for 3 with a run. No halo today, sucker. Pitch right down the middle for a strike, 1-1 count. Let's go, Andres. I hear Paisley whining at the door. She misses her dad. Give me a sec, Paisley. Oh, shit. Crushed the fuck out of that. Fuck. Thank God that went foul. Jesus Christ. Crushed the shit out of that one. Paisley Pup is in here, Mike. All right, my pup is in the room. For good luck. 1-2 pitch. Fuck. Line drive right in between JP and Demo. Fuck. Pillar with a base hit. Well, I guess we can end it with a double play. I mean, I'd like for him to punch out the next 2 guys, but the shitty thing now is that fucking Adele is going to be up after Ohapi. That's not good. Hopefully we can figure this out. Next up for the Angels, Logan Ohapi. 0 for 2 with a run, base on ball, and a K. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Let's go, Ems. Yeah, Judge. Judge being Aaron Judge. Pitches inside. 0-2 count. Well, you knew at some point he was going to get past Kyle Tucker. Tucker was at 18. He was at 17 and then hit 18 and then hit 2 today, so 20. Hopefully Aaron Judge will hit like 50 this year. 50 or 60. I mean, I got some good memorabilia from Aaron Judge, so. Throw to first. I got a nice graded autograph rookie of Aaron Judge worth about 600-700. So anytime he breaks records, I'd love for that to go up to 1,000. Popped up, foul. Count remains 1-2. We're in the top of the ninth, 5-4 Mariners after the Mariners had a 4-0 lead. And Ron Washington substituted and pinched hit to bring in Joe Adele. He had a grand salami in the 7th to tie it up 4-4. Luckily, Ty France hit a homer, obviously, in the 8th to give us the 5-4 lead. Let's fucking go. Logan Ohapi's bitching and complaining. On the mound. On the mound. Mid-pitch. See you fucking later. Let's go. 2 away. Let's go, baby. All right. Hopefully this is the last at-bat. The man that hit the grand salami, Joe Adele. Let's go, Munoz. Let's go. 0-1 pitch. Throw to first. Oh, we're going to get him. Let's go. What an idiot. Why are you trying to steal on Andres Munoz? And we just threw him out and we won the game. Fuck yeah. Angels are dummies. Wow. I think he was going to punch him out anyways, but we'll take that. You want to be a dum-dum and you want to get picked off and caught stealing to end the game. I mean, I know Julio has made some kind of dumb decisions, on base running as well, but we'll take that. We'll take that, baby. Final score, Mariners 5, Angels 4, Viva La France, game of the year. And when the Mariners win, what the fuck do? We dance. Mariners win! Mariners win! Mariners win! Fuck yeah. Let's go! Heck yeah! Fuck yeah, baby! Good awareness by Andres Munoz, baby. Woo! Hell yeah, baby.
You knew you got that one. You're looking for it. You got the backflip. You got the trident. How good did that time looking home run feel?
Let's go, baby. Let's go, Primo. Edgar from Mexico. Let's fucking go, baby. Damien's like, I need to win some fucking money. Let's go. Hell yeah. Well, shout out to all the people that came through to watch the game. I'll be live tomorrow. I'm live for probably about, I don't know, if we do 162 games in a season, I'll probably end up being live for 142 of them. There'll probably be like 20 that I end up missing based off time, just being on really early in the morning. But we're going to play on Fox. tomorrow at 4:15. So I'll be live at 4 Pacific for game number 2 between the Angels and the Mariners. Hi, France, baby. Game of the year. See where we're at on the likes. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Let's see where we're at. Did we hit 30 on the likes? I hope we did. What did we hit? We need 2 more people to smash the like button to hit the goal, to hit 30. We got 28 people on the YouTube side, and we got another 22 on the Twitter/X side. We need 1 more person. We're at 29. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Get us to 30. We need just 1 more person, either from Twitter to come over to the YouTube channel, whoop, hit the like button, or someone that hasn't done it just yet. Oh, man. Let's go, baby. Great win. Well, I got to go walk my pup. It's 9:45 here in Oregon, and I got to eat dinner. It felt good. Brian Wu, fantastic game. And did they give Brian Wu? Did we actually get the win with Brian Wu today? They gave him the win, right? Let's go, baby. Good shit. Good shit, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Well, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Like I said, like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. We need 1 more person, obviously, to get to that 30 number. Appreciate y'all. And again, shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X. Shout out to the people watching on YouTube. Edgar, Damien, Primo, my boy, Megan, Reflect, and everyone else. I love you, and I appreciate you. And I got 1 question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Okay. Go M's.